unraveling the commandments of God.
Shalom, my friends. Shalom, Hafarim. How are you today? Some of you would say you've not seen me for a long time. Most of my followers are sending me messages asking me why have I not been putting out videos and all that. But the truth is that I went into my secret places. I went into my hideout to study, to research, so that I would come out approved. Because the word of Elohim says, study to show yourself approved, a workman that needs not to be ashamed, rightly divides the word of truth. So when I give you information, you know that I am not speculating, that I am speaking out of thorough research and study. So that's what I do. And my focus in my broadcasts and even my channel, my YouTube channel, which is Afrayahu, my focus is about the laws, unraveling the laws of the Most High, and about my identity as a person, discovering our identity as Africans, as colored people, discovering who we are. Because, listen, it is interrelated. It is intertwined. You might not understand it now, but you will understand it later. All right? So many people have asked me, what is your religion? And I simply told them, I don't have any. They say, why? Why? But your dad is a preacher man. Your dad is a Christian. I said, it don't matter. The question is, I believe in Yeshua. And I asked the person, what religion is Yeshua? The person was like, I say, you see, what religion is the disciples? Are they Christians? Are they Muslims? Are they Jews? When I say Jews, I mean Jews by religion. Jews by birth, yes, there are. There are Jews, like Jesus himself is Jew by birth. He is from the tribe of Judah. So if you're from the tribe of Judah, you are Yahudim. You are a Jew by birth, not the Jew by religion like people say it today. So my point is, Yeshua is neither a Christian, nor a Muslim, nor a Jew. All these things are man-made. All these things were generated by human beings, which caused more confusion than good, more division. So, I want to make it clear. I believe in Yeshua, and I believe he is the son of Elohim. I believe there is only one Elohim. God, as you may call it. There is only one. And he is the Elohim shel Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's only one. And I believe in the person of his Ruach HaKodesh, the spirit of Elohim. So all these I believe. If you like, call me a Christian. If you like, call me a Jew. If you even like, call me a a Muslim. But when you ask me, I will tell you I'm none of that. I'm none of that. I'm just someone who loves the Most High and wants to keep his principles, his statutes, his judgments, and his laws. And you should do the same. So, we are approaching the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement would be 2 days. It will start 2 days from today. Actually, the Day of Atonement, because year by year it varies. It doesn't follow Gregorian calendar. All right? It does not follow Gregorian calendar. So it varies year after year. So this year's Yom Kippur will start at the sunset of the 27th of this month, which is September, 27th of September evening, and it will continue until the sunset, the evening of 28th of September. That is Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, before the coming of Christ, the Most High told the Israelites that they have to make atonement for their sin once every year, which is this day of atonement, Yom Kippur. That the children of Israel should make an atonement. They would make sacrifices with the blood of animal and make atonement for their sins every year. And when he asked them to do this, he said that they have to do this continually throughout their generation. I will read it out for you. All right. And the word of Elohim says that there is no forgiveness without the shedding of blood. And the same word tells us that the Son of Elohim came and shed his blood, that his blood is greater than the blood of animal, is greater than the blood of any human you can talk about, that he shed his blood for our sins. So the shedding of his blood is the atonement of our sins. And this atonement that he made for us, he made it once. It has covered every other atonement. It has covered every other atonement. We don't have to kill animals every year anymore to make an atonement. Listen and listen good. What did I say? We do not have to kill animals. We don't have to make sacrifices. The only ones that still make these sacrifices are Jews who obviously do not believe that Yeshua is the Son of Elohim. They do not believe that. They do not believe that Yeshua died for their sin. Hence, they still do atonement. They still offer sacrifice, the blood of animals, every year on Yom Kippur. But I won't do that because I believe Yeshua is the Son of Elohim. I believe he has died for me. I believe he shed his blood so that I will never kill any animal again to make atonement for my sin. I believe his blood that was shed doesn't have present, it doesn't have past, it doesn't have future. He did it once and he covered for the present, for the past, and for the future. So, but why am I celebrating Yom Kippur? Because the Most High gave us an instruction. He said that that day shall be a day of Sabbath. The only difference between myself and the Jews is that I won't kill any animal because I believe in Yeshua, that he has shed his blood for me. But I will still keep that day as a Sabbath day. I will still observe the commandment of the Most High, that I should keep this day and make it a Sabbath day. Throughout our generation, he said that we should keep this. Let me read that for you. Let me go to the Torah. Let me read it out for you. All right. So, I will go to the book of Leviticus. The book of Leviticus, it says, Leviticus 23 from verse 24. He says, speak to the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you have a rest, a remembrance of blowing trumpets, a Kodesh gathering. You do no civil work, and you shall bring an offering made by fire to Elohim. That is the one we just did. That is Yom Teruah, the day of the trumpets. And chapter 26 says, and Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, on the 10th day of this 7th month is Yom HaKippurim, that is Yom Kippur. It shall be a Kodesh gathering for you, and you shall afflict your beings. I will explain what afflicting your beings mean. And shall bring an offering made by fire to Yahuwah, and you do no work on the same day, for it is Yom Kippurim, to make atonement for you before Yahuwah, your Elohim. For any being who is not afflicted on that same day, he shall be cut off from his people. And any being who does any work on that same day, that being I shall destroy from the midst of his people. 31 says, do no work, a law forever, throughout your generation, in all your dwellings. You see, when he's giving this law, he didn't say, if you do not kill animal, because he knows that at a time, killing of animals will stop when his son will die. But he says, we should afflict our beings. Afflicting your being simply means fasting. It simply means fasting. So that is why you see on the Day of Atonement, people fast. So for me, I fast from morning till evening. From morning, I would say 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But you fast as much as your body can carry. But this fasting is a must. There are 2 things he gave here, instructions. He said you must fast. 2, you must not work on that day, meaning it is a Sabbath day. These are the 2 instructions he gave. You must fast and you must not work. That day must be a Sabbath day for you. He didn't say you must kill an animal, because he knows animal sacrifice would stop at a point. So you see now why I still keep the Day of Atonement. Some Christians will say, oh, we don't do it because Jesus has died. No, Jesus himself, when he was here on earth, kept it. If you want proof, just ask. I would give you proof. In the Bible, in the same Bible, his disciples kept these laws. The only thing Jesus abolished is that he died. He didn't really abolish it. He just replaced animal sacrifice with himself. He replaced the animal blood, the price of animal blood, he replaced it with his blood. It's not as if He stopped the Yom Kippur. He did not stop the Day of Atonement. He just replaced it with his blood. And again, it doesn't mean that anytime you pray for forgiveness of sin, he will forgive you. He will hear you and he will forgive you. But that doesn't mean that you should not keep these commandments, these laws. There are 7 holy convocations in the scripture. I've talked about these several times. 7 holy convocations. Where did you think they got holiday? Like at work, you will say, oh, today is my holiday. It is not holy. It is holy. It is holy day. Where did you think they got it from? It is from these days. They are called holy days, holy convocations, Sabbaths, annual Sabbaths. But then, the one that brought about this, they threw his own away and accepted some other holidays like Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all these pagan related holidays, and threw away all the 7 that the Most High gave, that is in the Bible. Christians threw it away and accepted pagan related holidays. What a shame. What a shame. And why do you think sometimes it seems as if we are struggling as Christians? I tell you, I'm not saying Christians are not rich, because the grace of God is abundant upon us. He is just providing our needs out of his gracious heart, out of mercy, out of love. But are we keeping his commandments, his laws? No. We have failed. We are still failing. Because these laws, it makes your ways prosperous. David in the Bible was singing it as a song. He said, your laws will not depart from my heart. I will keep your laws till my dying breath. If you read Psalm, if you are the type that have read Psalm very well, the book of Psalm, you would know that David, the great King David, he doesn't play with the law of the Most High. And you will see when he's talking about his law, he's talking about the Torah. The Torah that Christians have thrown away. You know what? When Christians are talking about laws now, they are just talking about the New Testament. And I asked them, you revere David, right? You revere Abraham, Isaiah, Jeremiah. Name them, Moshe. Name them. You revere them. You want to be like them. You want to be like all these prophets. You want the power of God to flow in you just like it flowed in them. But you have thrown away the law that they were talking about. Because when they were around, listen and listen good. When these guys were around, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts of Apostles, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, all the New Testament, the book you call the New Testament does not exist. They've not written it. So the laws that they are talking about is the laws and prophets. It's the 5 books of Moses and the books of the prophets. That is what they were calling the laws. The laws they are talking about is the 10. The most important thing is the commandments of Elohim. So when you read about the law in the Bible, even in the New Testament, I call it the renewed testament. All right? If you read and see the law. It is talking about that thing you have thrown away. All right? So, and I tell you what, if you want to make your ways prosperous, because all these prosperity preaching pastors in the church, all these Christians preaching prosperity in the church, what they refuse to tell you, they just pick and choose one part that will suit them and suit their fleshly desire. Give and it shall be given unto you, because they want you to give. They choose the book of Malachi 3 verse 10. If you do not pay your tithe, the cankerworm and the destroyers will eat up the fruits of your hands. If you do not pay your tithe, you've stolen from God. That is what they choose. But they won't read the whole chapter for you, because the whole chapter will make it clear. They pick and choose. Give and it shall be given. Yes, it is true. It's a principle. Givers always receive. But what is the law of prosperity? If you want to soar high above the plains of the earth, if you want to be prosperity, if you want to be famous, what did the Most High say? What did the Most High say? Let's go to the book of, the first place I will take you now is to the book of Exodus. Yeah, the book of Exodus. Exodus chapter 28 from verse 1. You can read the whole 28, but because of time, I'll just read the first verse. It says, and it shall be, if you diligently obey the voice of Yahweh, your Elohim, to guard, to do all his commands, which I command you today, that Yahweh, your Elohim, shall make you high above all nations of the earth. High above all nations of the earth. Do you want to be high above all nations? Keep the law. All right? And now, Most High is talking to who? The Israelites as a nation. Someone might be, oh, he was talking to Israelites, and I am an individual. Hold on, hold it. Let me show you what he said to Joshua. Let's get to Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. Joshua 1:8, it says, do not let the book of the Torah, that is the law, depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you guard to do according to all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous and act wisely. You shall make your ways prosperous. If you go ahead reading this, it says, you shall be like a tree planted by the river. That is how prosperous you'll be. See, do not let the book of this law, the book of this Torah, depart from your mouth. You have to keep it. All right? You should keep it. And when we are talking about the law, the Sabbath is included in the law. The law that Moses gave out, the written law, and even the commandments. The Sabbath is the fourth commandment. All right? So, if you doubt me, okay, let me just read it out for you. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah. I hope Christians will now be wondering, why have my pastors not be reading all this for me? It's because these ones are not saying you should drop money in their offering plates. That's why they are not reading it for you. Let me read Isaiah chapter 58 from verse 13 to 14. Listen, Isaiah 58 from verse 13 to 14. It says, if you do turn back your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my Kodesh day. Kodesh means holy. And shall call the Sabbath a delight, and a Kadosh of Yahweh esteemed, and shall esteem it, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words. Then you shall delight yourself in the Most High. I shall cause you to ride on the heights of the earth, and feed you with the inheritance of Jacob your father. For the mouth of Yahweh hath spoken. You see, he said he will cause you to ride on the plains of the earth. Just like he said in the book of Exodus 28, that he will place you on the plains of the earth. And he will feed you with the heritage of your father Jacob. So, are you tired of struggling as a Christian? How many times have you been paying your tithes? How many times have you been giving offering and all that? If you want to keep on doing that, it's good. It is not bad. If you want to help a ministry, go ahead. But why aren't they telling you about the law? Why aren't they telling you that prosperity, the secret of prosperity, lies on keeping the law? The secret of being placed at the highest planes of this earth and being fed by the heritage of your father Jacob is lying on keeping the laws. Why aren't they telling you that? So I am sharing secrets that will change your life for good. Keep the Sabbath days. And the Sabbath day is on a Saturday, as Gregorian interpretation will say. Saturday, not Sunday. Keep the Sabbath day holy. And the annual Sabbaths, you have to keep it, so that you will be like a tree planted by the river. You will make your ways prosperous. Why not start with this one that is coming? Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur. This year, which is 2020, it will start in the night of 27th of September until the sunset on 28th of September. That is evening till evening. Keep it and you will be blessed. And remember to fast and do no work on this day. And you will be blessed. I hope my words today blessed someone. I hope someone understood, because what I'm saying is not for everyone. If my words today are for you, your spirit will catch it. Because some people have been chosen. Some have been marked for damnation. So whatever you say is like throwing water on a stone. But if this word is for you, you will grasp it. And your life will be the same again. So I say, shalom, my friends. I will let you be for now. Join me again. Join my channel in YouTube. Is Afrayahu, Afryahu, Afrayahu on YouTube. And I'll be uploading videos about research and studies that I've made that will change your life for good. Thank you once again. And have a blessed Yom Kippur. Bye for now.